So, good morning and welcome to today's meditation at the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Lance. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the center. And again, welcome to the meditation. We are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. And as part of that today, I'd like to, I'm going to use a meditation by Thich Nhat Hanh, who made his transition just over a week ago. Thich Nhat Hanh is was a Buddhist who started his own teaching called the Plum Village. Thank you, Dr. Pat. And I have a friend, Christine, who is a member of that, and her name is Blessed Virtue of the Heart within that Sangha. And she was good enough to share one of Thich Nhat Hanh's meditations for me. So I will share that with you today. So almost all of us accumulate stress in our bodies. The way we eat, drink, and live takes its toll on our well-being. Practicing deep relaxation regularly, ideally daily, provides our bodies and minds with the opportunity to rest, to heal, and to be restored. In fact, rest is essential in order for healing to occur. During deep relaxation practice, we give our attention to each body part in turn and send our love and gratitude to every cell. It's important to visit every body part with awareness, acceptance, care, and without judgment. So for the next few minutes, allow this practice to nourish and relax you. So of course, take a moment to make yourself comfortable, either in a sitting position, or if you're at home, go ahead and lay down on your back with your arms resting gently at your sides. Feel free to use pillows and blankets to help your body relax more fully. Let your legs relax, falling gently and being supported. As you breathe in and out, become aware of the surface beneath you and the earth below you. Notice where your body makes contact with that surface. Your heels, back of your legs, your buttocks, your back, the backs of your hands and arms, the back of your head. And with every out-breath, sink deeper down onto that surface, releasing any tension and any worries. You have nowhere to go, nothing to do, except relax. As you continue to breathe, notice how your abdomen rises up when you breathe in and falls back down towards the floor when you breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out, rising and falling, rising and falling. Say silently to yourself, breathing in, I am with my in-breath. Breathing out, I am with my out-breath. Now, with your next breath in, become aware of your feet. As you breathe out, relax your feet. Say thank you to your feet. Thank you. Thank you for allowing you to move, walk, run, dance, drive, and so many other activities. Smile to your feet. You may want to move your toes a little to help them relax. With your next in-breath, become aware of your legs. Breathing out, smile towards your legs. As you express gratitude for helping them to carry the weight of your whole body whenever you walk or however you move. Appreciate the strength of your legs as you continue to breathe in and out. Send love to your legs as you release any tension. Allow them to rest, sinking deeper onto the surface. Breathing in, notice your hands. resting comfortably wherever they are. As you breathe out, release all of the tension in your hands. Relax them completely. Thank your hands for allowing you to touch, write, draw, type, drive, hold someone's hand or a cup of coffee, play a musical instrument, build and fix things, hold knives and forks, that and so much more. Fully appreciate your hands and allow them to really rest. You may gently wiggle your fingers to release any remaining tension. Breathing in, become aware of your arms. Breathing out, relax your arms. Let the arms sink into the floor, your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, hands, fingers. Continue to breathe with awareness as you say thank you to your arms for helping you to balance, lift objects, serve others, and to reach out and embrace. Send love and gratitude to your arms as they release all of the tension from every part of your arms. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your shoulders. Breathing out, allow your shoulders to drop and relax. Let them sink down. Let all the accumulated tension flow out onto your chair or into the floor. We carry so much with our shoulders. Now let them relax. Feel joy and ease in every part of your shoulders. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your heart. Breathing out, allow your heart to relax. With your next in-breath, send love to your heart. With your out-breath, smile to your heart. Our hearts beat for us night and day, never taking a break. Continue to breathe easily while thinking and thanking your heart for all of its hard work. Embrace your heart with mindfulness and tenderness, reconciling and taking care of your heart. Breathing in, notice your stomach and your intestines. Breathing out, relax them completely. Breathing in and breathing out. Smile appreciatively at your stomach and intestines. Breathing out, thank these organs by acknowledging what an important job they have. Each day they digest and assimilate the food you eat, giving you strength and energy. Breathing in and out, say thank you to your stomach and intestines and allow them to rest. Breathing in, become aware of your eyes. Breathing out, allow your eyes to relax. Allow your eyes to sink back into your head. Let go of the tension in all the tiny muscles around your eye. Our eyes allow us to see great beauty, a paradise of form and color. They also enable us to read and write, move around with ease, see a beautiful sunset, or to watch a movie. Noticing your breath, allow your eyes to rest deeply. Send much love and gratitude to your eyes. You may gently raise your eyebrows to help release any tension you may be holding around your eyes. Breathing in, bring awareness to your mouth. Breathing out, allow your mouth to relax. Release the tension around your mouth. Let a gentle smile form on your lips. Smiling releases the tension in your hundreds of muscles in your face, and it calms the nervous system. Feel the tension release from your cheeks, your jaw, your throat. With your next in-breath, bring your awareness to your mind. As you breathe out, pretend your mind is not just another muscle in your body that you can now completely relax, and then pretend that it is. Say thank you to your mind for allowing you to think, solve problems, imagine, dream, and to meditate. Breathing in and out, notice how at this moment your mind may feel like a clear blue sky with the occasional white fluffy cloud. Each cloud is one of your thoughts or emotions. Take a moment to look up at your sky with the realization that each cloud is one of your thoughts or emotions. Now notice that the most beautiful of all is the bright, brilliant, beaming patches of clear blue sky. And as you focus on those brilliant blue patches, continue to breathe in with ease and feel yourself relax even more deeply. As you watch all the clouds in the sky, you see that they are slowly being blown away, one by a gentle breeze. You see the clouds slowly disappear over the horizon, or perhaps just wisp away. And as you do, your mind becomes clearer and more relaxed, until only blissful, clear, open blue sky remains. Take the next few moments enjoying that blissful blue sky. Gently bring your awareness back to your breathing, to your abdomen, rising and falling. As you follow your breathing, become aware again of your arms and legs. You may want to move them a little and stretch. Slowly open your eyes, blinking gently a couple of times. When you feel ready, slowly return your consciousness back to your body. And I encourage you to take the benefits of this practice with you as you move throughout the rest of the day. So our service will begin in about a few minutes here, and we'll have Elevation kick things off with some awesome music. And once again, welcome to the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Lance Rath. Namaste.
stop to wonder what the world is coming to. They got something higher, reveal the way to greater love. So the truth keeps telling me, sing commemoration for the ones who are not free. Love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. Oh, so we let it wash over us, make us kinder, lift us higher. We let it be, we let it early in the morning, hold us together, watch over us, we let it be. Many cry along the way, walking through the sadness, for a world I need to know. Love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. So the truth keeps telling me, love's the only answer, and to all humanity, we can stay inspired, reveal the way to greater love. Oh, so we let it watch over us, make us kinder, lift us higher. We let it watch over us, hold us together. Early in the morning, we let it be. We let the light wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be.
Yes. Woohoo! Elevation. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. I'm back. Yay! It's wonderful to be here. Hello, people in Love Stream land. Welcome, welcome to our Sunday service here at the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. If you are new to the center, and I think I know all y'all, but if you're new to the center, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director of the center. And if you haven't been to a Center for Spiritual Living, few things you need to know. We talk about this every week. We are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. We understand that there are as many paths to understanding or enlightenment or to God or to whatever you want to call that as there are people on this planet. There are 8 billion people here, 8 billion sparks of the divine. Can you imagine? I just had this visual image. Can you imagine if all of those sparks of the divine were lit at the same time and all we saw was light? And we let the light wash over us. Wow! I guess that's what having COVID does to you. It makes you clear-minded eventually. Anyway. Eventually. Anyway, that was, I don't know where that came from, but I just felt like saying it. So wherever you are on your spiritual path, whether this sounds like mumbo jumbo or this sounds like truth to you, you are welcome here. And I want to thank all of you for coming here in person. And I want to thank all of you for joining us. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand for being here. Yep. Those of you in Facebook land and in the Love Stream land, you're more than welcome to come down and be part of us in person. We are socially distanced. We are wearing masks, so we are still taking all the precautions and protocols. And it would be wonderful to have some more people here as well. And just know that however you enjoy the service, you are part of our spiritual community. And I'm glad you're here. So we're going to sing what we call our Kong song. This is one of my favorite Kong songs because it's got such a cool beat to it. I'm opening up in Sweet Surrender. So stand up if you would, and let's do that.
I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening.
How fun was that? Got the rock and roll organ going on over here. That was super fun. Okay, so it does feel like I've been gone for a while. I've been gone for 2 weeks. Yes, I had COVID. Yes, it wasn't fun. And I'm back. And I'm not ready to talk about it yet because I know that there are some lessons and some things that I learned from the experience, but I'm not quite there yet. So next week, I think I'm going to be able to talk about it, but I'm not quite ready yet. But I do want to tell you what's going on here at the center. This is our announcements, just kind of letting you know what's going on. The charitable tax receipts are ready to go. They're going out by email because it just makes sense in these days. However, if you need a paper copy, maybe you don't have a printer that works or anything like that, you can call the office, you can talk to Lance, and he'll make sure that you get a paper copy for that. But they are going out in the next day or so. If you don't receive your tax receipt in the next few days, in the next few weeks, check your spam folder. Make sure it didn't get stuck in there, and then if you haven't received it, call Lance in the office, and he'll make sure that you get a copy. This is for $50 or more for the year that we're sending them out. So they're going out. We're looking for board members, folks. We have 3 people who are transitioning off of our wonderful board. We have had a wonderful board, working board, and we are now looking for some other people to step into leadership. So if that is calling to you, if you want to be part of the deciders of what actually happens here at the center and the programs that we do and that type of a thing, we would love to talk to you. What we are looking for is that you need to have a working foundation of the teaching. So you need to have taken some of our Science of Mind classes, so at least you know. You don't think we're crazy when we make some of the decisions we do that are based on principle. So we need to have that. If you have business, if you have marketing, if you have financial experience, if you've been on boards before, we would love to talk to you. So you can either go on the website and get the board information there. No, I take that back. Email office@calgarycsl.org and let Lance know, and he will send you a board application packet. And we're probably looking at board interviews in about a month. So if this calls to you, you know what to do. Email the office and let us know about your intention and what you're interested in. So starting on February 23rd, I'm going to be teaching the class Prosperity Plus 3. We have had many people take the various Prosperity Plus classes. This is, in my opinion, it's the best one. It's the most succinct. It is shorter. It's only 7 weeks as opposed to 10 weeks. And it is absolutely life-changing. And I'm not just saying that because I love teaching it. It is life-changing. Sometimes what it takes is to hear these things from someone else, from somebody else's mouth. These things about prosperity principles. We are going to watch a video every week of Mary Morrissey, one of the great prosperity, you took Foundations, one of the great prosperity teachers. We're going to have class discussion. Now I need to be very clear about this because I don't want to hoodwink anybody into taking the course. This is a tithing course. By tithing, it means you are going to be giving a portion of your income to the center, up to 10% of your income to the center. And that sounds like a big step. I know, I absolutely get it. I offer a money-back guarantee. If at the end of the 7 weeks you are not more prosperous, if you do not feel as if your life is going more smoothly, we will refund the tithe that you have given us, if you so ask. I've been teaching this stuff for 20-some years, and I've only had to do that once. So I'm telling you, it works. I'm telling you, it works. So here's what you need to do. You need to register on the website or in the newsletter, and you can press on the button. It's $50 Canadian, and that goes straight to Centers for Spiritual Living as a registration fee. Then we're going to go strictly digital this time. And so you will be given the information on how to order the digital information, which is $39.99 US. So factor that up to about $50 that you're going to be spending in Canadian. You're going to get the digital material. Once again, it just makes sense these days. And it's also going to be a hybrid class. So you can either attend in person or you can attend online. And we're going to make that work. So it starts February 23rd. I'm super stoked. It's one of my favorite classes to teach. I hope some of you join me for that starting February 23rd at 6:30, either in person or online. It's going to be awesome. And then our weekly groups, we are still continuing to meet online exclusively. Our Seekers group, facilitated by our practitioner Ron Hahn, does Monday night Seekers at 7 o'clock. All this information is in the website and on the newsletter. Coffee with Dr. Pat. It was so nice to get back to my coffee group this past Wednesday. We have nice, deep, wonderful conversations as well. The Thursday meditation, facilitated by a minister or practitioner, Thursdays at 7. And then our saging group is for our elders, our 60 and above, 55 and above people. And they are doing wonderful things. What an amazing group of conscious people is in this Sagers group. So lots of opportunities to be together in community online still. And I think that's it. That's a lot of announcements. Boy, oh boy. So now, this says Sabrina. My mistake. We did some shifting around our flexibility is the, hey, how did that happen? So just like that, Sabrina turned into Lance. Woohoo! Lance is going to give us our opening treatment, and Amy's going to lead us in a chant to begin with. So now we're putting business aside. And now let's just come into that kind of, I still love that song, opening ourselves up to that spiritual truth.
I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am.
And in this moment, I acknowledge and take in and put my focus on that great I am that is in behind all the other I ams. That amazing one singular power, that consciousness, that beingness, that amazing source of it all. That I am in behind all the other I ams. That I am that sits behind every being's eyes, from the birds to the insects to myself to that 8 billion other people on the planet. That I am that sits, that is, that knows, that is the creative power, and that is love. That great I am in and behind it all. And I know that my I am, every time I say it, I'm speaking on behalf of that other great I am, because it is in me, it works through me, and it is as me. And what is true for me, I know is true for every single being. That love, that power, that force of creativity is in me and works through me, and I am of it. And in that realization, I'm grateful for my volition, for my ability to choose, my ability to be conscious, my ability to work with it, to co-create my dreams and my desires, to work with it, to co-create the dreams and desires of others, to be part of that one life, to work within it, to be within it, and allow the magic to happen. So within that gratitude, I just simply release my word now, knowing that it is already true as I have spoken it. And if you like, you can say it with me. And so it is.
I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am.
Thank you, Lance, for that beautiful treatment, and Amy and Steph for that beautiful chant. And now our hearts are wide open. And so I invite you to say with me our vision and mission statements. If you're new to us, we say this every Sunday because it reminds us, especially as we are not physically together as spiritual community all the time, it reminds us of who we are and why we're doing what we're doing. So let's say this together. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living is a beacon of spiritual illumination that inspires individuals to reveal their wholeness, co-creating a world that works for everyone. Keep wanting to change that again, a world that works for all. We're kind of amending that so that it's a world that works for every living thing, for this planet, for this earth, for everything, the ocean, the climate, everything, all this kind of strange stuff that's going on. We want to be co-creating a world that works for all beings, all things, everywhere. And how we do it is through our mission. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living makes accessible a way of living and thinking that reveals one's spiritual magnificence and personal power. We co-create an inclusive community that fosters an expansion of consciousness. There's that term co-creation. We don't live in a vacuum. We are co-creating not only with one another, but with this thing we're learning about this whole month. The thing itself, spirit, life, the universe, we are co-creating with it as well. And so, Amy and I co-created this week because we're finally getting to the talk that I've had planned for a couple of weeks, but because things changed and everything, we changed the music up a little bit. So I texted her the other day and I said, here are some songs I would like, and I think they should go here. So she said yes. How about that? She said yes to the song. Please welcome Elevation.
It's not that unusual when everything is beautiful. It's just another ordinary miracle today. The sky knows when it's time to snow. No need to teach a seed to grow. It's just another ordinary miracle today. Life is like a gift, they say, wrapped up for you every day. Open up and find a way. Give some of your own. Isn't it remarkable? Like every time a raindrop falls, it's just another ordinary miracle today. Birds in winter have Let's make it home by spring. It's just another ordinary miracle today. When you wake up every day, please don't throw your dreams away. Hold them close to your heart, 'cause we are all a part of the ordinary miracle. Ordinary miracle. Ordinary miracle. Do you want to see a miracle? It seems so exceptional that things just work out after all. It's just another ordinary miracle today. The sun comes up and shines so bright, disappears again each night. It's just another ordinary miracle today. Ooh, ooh, it's an ordinary miracle. It's just another ordinary miracle today.
Elevation, featuring Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel, Steph Chapman, Luis Tovar, and Lisa Jacobs. Woohoo! Can you bring my stuff up, hon, including my booklet back there? Thank you. Lisa was one of the two of us representing the Calgary Center at the conference in Palm Springs. And she was the star. Everyone was like, who's that cool bass player? I just want to look around for a second. It's nice to be back. Would you breathe with me, please? Take in a deep breath. And again. And one more time. Isn't that just lovely? It just really sets the tone for me. And I hope for you as well. Beautiful. So, one of the things that I teach students when I'm talking about spiritual mind treatment, which we call our form of affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment. And when I'm teaching them, I teach them an acronym for remembering the 5 steps of treatment, because we have 5 steps of treatment. And the acronym is RURTR. And I sometimes joke and say RURTR, but you know, only I laugh, so, but I think it's funny anyway. But there's a reason why I do this, and it's because it's a really easy way to remember those 5 steps of treatment, which are R, which stands for recognition, recognizing that God is all there is. U for unification, I am unifying myself with God. R, also known as declaration, the realization, this is what I know the truth about myself. T is for thanksgiving, I'm giving thanks in advance. And R, the thing that we've all heard, the release and let go. Release and let go and let God. It's a really simple way of explaining our 5 steps of treatment. But it also stands for a really important question, especially when we're trying to learn how to manifest things in our lives. So RURTR can also stand for, are you ready to receive? In other words, are you open to the thing that you say that you want? Do you really believe it's possible? And have you made room for it in your life and in your consciousness? So during this month of January, if you've been coming here this month, you know that we've been going over the basics of the teaching, started and going over the first 4 chapters of our text called The Science of Mind. And those chapters, in case you forgot, are the thing itself, the way it works, what it does, and how to use it. Now, of course, we got a little out of order this month because I was out ill, and I want to give a big thank you to Amy Bishop, who at the last minute, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm calling her going, Amy, I'm really sick. Can you do Taizé? And she literally, I just found out, literally jumped out of bed and said, yes, I'll make that happen. Thank you very much. And yes. And then Reverend Lesley picked up chapter 4. So last week, she talked about how to use it. So yes, we're a little bit cattywampus, but this week, I'm going to do the talk that I had planned to do 2 weeks ago, and that is what it does. And what it does in this case, when we're talking about it in our teaching, the it is the working part of spirit. That working thing that we refer to as the universal law of cause and effect. And in our discussions all month, we've learned some really important things about the law. We've learned that it doesn't play favorites. We've learned that it works alike for everyone. How does the Bible put it? It rains on the just and the unjust alike. The law doesn't choose. It doesn't say, oh no, I don't really think you want that. I think you really want this. If this is what you are putting out, this is what the law is going to produce for you. And the law also responds and brings to us what is in our consciousness, both positive and not so positive. So very simply put, the way it works, we could end it right now. The way it works is according to our beliefs. Okay? Goodbye. See ya. I have a few more things. Because here's the deal. It works according to our true beliefs. Our real beliefs, not just the surface stuff. Not just the stuff we think we're supposed to believe. As our founder, Ernest Holmes, put it this way, he said, our belief sets the limit. Our belief sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle which of itself is without limit. It is ready to fill everything because it is infinite. It is not a question of its willingness nor of its ability. It is entirely a question of our own receptivity. So I ask you again, are you ready to receive? Are you ready to receive what you want? Because what you are receiving now is what you believe. Are you with me? All right. So the thing about this is that we're always thinking. You know, we have like 60,000 thoughts every single day. So we are always setting the law in motion. Always, always, always. So what we are trying to train ourselves to do, what we are working toward, is to develop the thinking that aligns with what it is that we say that we want. So it sounds simple, yes? The challenge is that even when we think maybe our thinking is aligned with what we say we want, the result doesn't always look like how we think it is, like we think it should. Anybody have that experience? Like, gee, I wasn't treating for that. Oh, gee, that's not what I was expecting. Well, here's what happens. We may be treating, we may be hoping for one thing, but we are really believing something entirely different. So let me give you an example. Many years ago, early in my ministry, and I've been doing this almost 24 years now, so this was many, many years ago, I was living in a town called Vista, California. But my center was in a town called Temecula, California. It was about 40 miles away. So I decided 2 or 3 years into ministry, you know, it was working, things were going well. I was actually going to move to Temecula. And so I put it sounds like Reverend Lesley's story last week, I realize, but just bear with me. So I put my condo up for sale in Vista, California, and, you know, it just sold like that. But then I was trying to buy a house in Temecula, and Temecula was a little bit of a snazzier area, and I was having a dickens of a time finding a place. Every house I found, I put an offer on it, and somebody else would buy it. And I was getting kind of scary, right? Because I had already sold my condo. I mean, what am I going to do? So then I had to remember what I know. So it's like, okay, what's really going on here? I understand about thought. I understand about belief. And I had to get really, really honest about what I was really thinking so that I could discover what my blocks were. And what I realized was that I had some fear and I had some ambivalence about moving to a new city, even though I was working there. I mean, I had lived in Vista for all of my adult life, and my family was there, my friends were there, and I knew where all the stores were, and, you know, it was home, right? So once I realized that, I have some fear around this, I started to do my spiritual work in earnest, not necessarily about finding the house, but about healing the fear and healing the uncertainty that I was having. So I treated to know that this was the right move for me. I treated to know that this was an adventure. Oh, wow, how exciting. That this was a wonderful opportunity for me. I treated to remember my family, my friends were only 40 miles away. What is that? 40 miles is like 60 kilometers? I mean, it's not that bad, right? And I treated to know that I would feel at home in my new surroundings. And as soon as I began focusing on that, and healing the fear, and healing the hidden beliefs, there started to be movement and momentum in my home search. And lo and behold, I swear to God, I found a home that was absolutely perfect for me. It was in my price range. It was in the neighborhood that I wanted to live. It was just the right size for a single person. It was exactly what I was looking for, and it had not come onto the market until I had done my spiritual work to clear out my thinking. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Is that it was just kind of waiting there in the ethers until I got clear. The universe wasn't withholding my house from me. I wasn't ready to receive it yet. So, Raymond Charles Barker, who was a colleague and a friend of Ernest Holmes, said this. He said, "You do not blame the sun for the shadow. The sun is not causing the shadow. The shadow is a result of an obstruction. Your problem is a result of an obstruction in your thinking. you are not letting life flow through you in the way life really works. I'm standing there and I'm creating the shadow. So when I got out of my own way and I cleared up that cluttered, ambivalent thinking that I was having, I was allowing then life to flow through me the way that life works. Is this making sense? Okay. And as soon as I did that, my new home appeared with ease and without effort. So if you're feeling stuck, not saying any of you all, I'm preaching to the choir here probably, but if you are, you might want to ask yourself, what mental clutter might be causing a shadow in my life? Where might my under the surface thinking and believing keeping me from manifesting my dreams? What sort of mixed message might I be giving the universe? Because the thing itself, the law, it's poised and it's ready to provide. It's what it does. But we first have to be clear, and then we have to be ready and willing to accept the demonstration. Not only must we be willing and ready to accept the demonstration, we have to provide an outlet through which it can flow. Because Signs of Mind teaches us that Spirit can only do for us what Spirit can do through us and as us. So in other words, there's all this abundance everywhere, which you'll learn about in Prosperity Plus. But there's love and health and creativity and self-expression and peace and all this other kind of stuff. But it can only come to us as it can come through us. We have to provide the outlet for it. Ernest Holmes put it this way. He said, "It is the nature of the universe to give us what we are able to take. It cannot give us more." So it cannot deliver where there is no address. It cannot deliver where there is an unclear address. So I want you to think for just a minute to kind of bring it back down to kind of brass tacks, to practicality here. I want you to think about the electricity that lights your homes and it runs your appliances and it recharges your devices, okay? That electrical current is always available. It is always active. It is consistent and it is reliable. But it cannot come into your house where there is not an outlet or an inlet or a channel, however you want to put it. It cannot flow freely without you engaging in it. We talk about treat and move your feet. You have to plug in the device. You have to flip on the switch. Well, the same thing is true for the thing itself and what it does and how it works and all that other kind of stuff. The universe is here. It is ready and willing to create and to deliver, but it cannot, where there is, cannot get in. Yes? So our job is to develop the consciousness of a fully functioning outlet. I love that opening song, "We let the light, love, wash over us." And when we do that, we are providing that outlet, that inlet. We are providing a space for Spirit to flow through. And when we take on a study like this, we are doing it on purpose. Ernest Holmes talks about trained thought is far more powerful than untrained thought. So what he means by that is that a mind expanded on purpose is going to yield more effective results than one that is just haphazardly going through life. So, excuse me, Luis, Could you hand me my glass of water right there? Bear with me just a minute. Thank you. So when I was first going to give this talk a couple of weeks ago, it was on the celebration of the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I thought about changing it since now we're a couple weeks after that, but I decided to keep it because I really think that the point is relevant whether or not it's exactly on the weekend of his celebration of birth in the United States. I understand in a multicultural country like Canada, it may not be as relevant, but I think it's still pretty relevant, particularly with the way things are going on right now. So if you recall, Dr. Martin Luther King was a minister. He was a civil rights leader. And his life and his message brought about a tremendous change, both in the U.S. and also in the world. Almost 60 years ago, he gave that famous speech, "I Have a Dream." And at that time, 60 years ago, he gave that speech in 1963, it was still legal to discriminate against people because of the color of their skin. Legal. It was legal to segregate schools and restaurants and public places. It's not just like, oh, it's done, or we don't talk about it. It was legal. It was 100 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, which had freed the slaves. And yet this was still the norm in many, many places in the U.S. Well, Dr. King was a man of very, very powerful words and very, very powerful thinking. And so when he spoke, people really listened. And he intuitively understood his true nature. And he embraced the idea that he was a channel through which Spirit was going to work. But he was doing it differently. He had studied the teachings of Gandhi. And he knew that the practice of nonviolent, peaceful, civil disobedience brought down the British Empire in India. And so in the midst of the civil rights activity, in the midst of all of the anger and the resentment and the discrimination, Dr. King preached nonviolence. Nonviolence. And in doing so, he planted seeds of change that reverberate even today. He taught consciousness. He taught consciousness expansion. Let's look at this a new way. He taught vision. You can call it that, but that's what he was doing. He was so clear in his beliefs that even though he knew at some point it was possible that he was going to be assassinated, he did the work anyway. So I want to share with you an excerpt from the speech he gave on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in 1963. This moved an entire nation, and it started a movement. I'm not going to do it in his voice. I'm going to do it in my voice, but just listen to the words. I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the strength of their character. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. When we let freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Who can doubt that when he spoke his word, he set something in motion that is still being felt today? His mind, his heart, his consciousness was wide open which allowed Spirit to express itself through him in such an impactful way, in such an important time. Now, not everybody's going to have a mission, have a vision like what Dr. King had. That was his path. That was his journey. But each of us has something to offer the world. Like I said in the beginning of the service, each of us has that light of the divine. Each one of us is here to express life with a capital L in our own way. Ernest Holmes put it this way: all men and women receive some light, and this light is always the same light. This light is Spirit, and it is within each of us. And the more we allow it, the more receptive we are, the more it can come through. Because that is what it does. It's wonderful to be back. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being here. And so it is. Please welcome again Elevation. Elevation, give them a hand. Woohoo!
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. Oh, no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. Well, I wonder if you can. No need for greed, no hunger, no, 'cause it's a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one.
Elevation, Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel on the sax, Steph Chapman on keys and vocals, Luis Tovar on the bangy bangy things, and Lisa, vocals and bass as well. Thank you all. How do you feel? Pretty good, hey? So Lance reminded me to let you all know, and you all know, that if you're here in person, you can see him after service if you want to sign up for Prosperity Plus. It's $50 to sign up to register, and then closer to the time, we'll give you the information on how to download the material. If you've taken the course already, it's Prosperity 3. You already have the CD, so you don't need to purchase anything more. But if you are taking it for the first time, we're going to only do it by digital for lots of different reasons, but we'll get you that information after you register. So on the screen there in front of you are ways that you can support the center. So I'm going to invite everybody to join with me in saying our conscious giving affirmation. I live in a universe of abundance. As I joyfully and freely give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. And so it is. With that idea in mind, let's thank love. We're going to go to life, I think, too. Rubbing our hands together. I know we used to do a much more formal closing, but I'm just loving this. It feels good. So get all that good life, get all that good juju going, and then we're going to send it where it needs to be. So if you know someone, send it there, or we can just send it out into the world. So here we go on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Have a great day. See you next time.
My voice that soars, but will I speak up? My eyes do see, but will I look? These boots do walk, but will they show up? Gotta give up my people-pleasing ways, shed the lies of yesterday. Yeah. These hands are strong, but will they break through? This well-laid walls of doubt and shame. My heart's been drenched in brick and mortar, but I brought the wall into the world and I can tear it down. So watch out, I am done with hiding. I'm through stumbling around. Wake up, time has come for me to know it. Only love and speak and show it. Unstoppable, blue eyes that see the haze is lifted. This pounding heart won't be contained, and I can hear the faintest whisper, rumbling, rising, pumping, driving. Well, my soul has gotta sing. So watch out, I am done with hiding. unstoppable, playing hide and seek with all my secret dreams. I can keep them locked inside of me, or I can choose to live them out. Oh, I can choose to live unstoppable. I am whatever I say I am. I'm through stumbling around. Wake up, wake up. Time has come for me to wake up, wake up. Better believe I'm gonna wake up, wake up. Time has come for me to know it, own it, love it, be it, show it, want it, say it, work it, take it, do it, believe it, live it, think it, see it, be it, unstoppable. Have a snazzy week, everybody.